Immortality is the dream of all of us. We are all looking for it in one way or another. Some of us have religious beliefs such as life after death or reincarnation. Others look towards technology or science. Death can be scary for us, but from the perspective of the continuity of nature, the existence of death is more significant than its absence. Despite this, there are some living creatures that can cheat death even if they are not immortal, such as bacteria. Technically, they are immortal because they multiply by cloning, and as long as one of those copies lives, it can be considered alive. We can even produce immortal cell lines in the laboratory with the same logic. There are similar situations in more complex creatures. For example, if you cut flatworms in half with a knife, each piece turns into a new one. When the Turritopsis dohrnii jellyfish get old enough, they turn themselves into polyps, their baby versions, and start their life cycle over again. In this video, we will discuss whether we can achieve immortality. How close are we to immortality, and can we be immortal? If you are ready, let's start. If we want immortality, we need to benefit from two elements at the basis of biology: genes and the environment. First of all, let's start with the environment, as this is the aspect people can most easily control. When we look at the lifestyles of those who live healthily until the age of 100 or so, a clear pattern emerges. Most of them do not smoke, consume alcohol in a controlled manner, are not obese, have strong and healthy social relationships, have an active and safe sexual life, eat mostly vegetables, exercise in the fresh air, and are good at coping with or avoiding stress. For this reason, they are less likely to suffer from fatal or life-shortening diseases such as high blood pressure, heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Therefore, they live longer lives. We also know from historical data that optimizing the environment and available resources works. For example, in the 15th century, the lifespan of an average person was around 35 years. But this does not mean that everyone died at the age of 35. Many newborn babies died due to childhood diseases before they could reach the age of 5, lowering the average life expectancy. Life expectancy is generally given as a fixed number, but it needs to be understood well. For example, a child born in America in 1990 had a life expectancy of about 75 years at birth. But this is not a static number. As they age and survive childhood, their life expectancy increases. This is why average life expectancy increases as health and living standards improve for both children and adults. Of course, this increase is not equal everywhere. Citizens of rich countries live longer than those of poor countries. We need to provide healthcare that is as accessible as possible. This means creating environments that reinforce healthy behaviors and make exercise, healthy foods, and medical care both physically and economically accessible. However, our genes also put a limit on us. According to an article published in 2019, the natural lifespan provided by our genes is up to 38 years, and each year added beyond that is due to advancements in food, clean water, medicine, science, and healthcare. The longest-lived person with verified records is John Calmo, who lived for 122 years and 164 days. While there are unverifiable claims of people living much longer, these are not supported by scientific evidence. Using data like X-ray scans, tooth structure, and bone ages, we can determine ages with a margin of error of 5-10 years. To push beyond our biological boundaries, we need to eliminate or equalize the effects of the causes of death, which can be grouped under three main headings: aging, diseases, and physical trauma. This requires controlling the organism at the subcellular level. We need to minimize genetic and cellular damage through knowing our genes, developing preventive mechanisms, and slowing down or reversing natural aging processes. There are promising genetic approaches, such as the DAF216 pathway, which in animal experiments extends lifespan by altering the expression of hundreds of other genes. Certain mutant versions of genes such as APOE, FOXO3, and CET are found more frequently in long-lived people. However, longevity does not depend on a single gene, but on different combinations of genes and their interactions. Vaccines, medicines, and supplements can also extend life. For example, resveratrol found in foods like pistachios, grapes, and red wine has shown promising results in animal studies. Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, NAD, is another molecule that plays a role in cell metabolism, energy production, and DNA repair. Supplements increasing NAD levels have shown health and longevity benefits in animal studies. In addition to biology, technology plays a crucial role. Advances in computing power, artificial intelligence, and medical equipment are leading to personalized medical approaches that can detect and treat individual health needs more effectively. For example, genome sequencing is becoming faster and cheaper, allowing for personalized medical interventions based on individual genetic risks. Nanotechnology is another promising field. Nanorobots could travel through our veins, detect and remove blockages, and target cancer cells without harming healthy cells. This could revolutionize the treatment of cardiovascular diseases and cancer. Cryonics is another area of interest, allowing bodies to be preserved at low temperatures for future revival. While currently seen as pseudoscience, it holds potential for the future. Merging with machines or biomechatronics could replace worn-out body parts with mechanical versions, extending our lifespan. Tissue and organ engineering can also produce spare parts for diseased organs. In summary, achieving immortality involves controlling aging, diseases, trauma, and the environment. While the day we achieve this is uncertain, the contributions of past scientists and advancements in technology bring us closer to this goal. Perhaps immortality lies not just in living longer, but in the lasting impact of our contributions to science and humanity. What do you think? See you in the next video. Bye.